practicing homeopathy, the proper case taking, detailed case taking is an essential part. The selection of simillimum is the most important part, and the most difficult part is the second prescription. So let's see the chapter second prescription from the Kent philosophy. I am Dr. Tejashree Thakre, from Assistant Lecturer of Organon of Medicine in a Motiwala Homeopathic Medical College. Objectives of learning. Okay. First objective, what to prescribe after assessing the prognosis of a patient. Prognosis means to know before. Next, second objective, to learn a different types of second prescription and their implementation. Okay. First, what is second prescription? According to Kent, second prescription is a prescription after the first one has acted some changes in the patient, either good or a bad. Good changes means the homeopathic aggravation, and bad changes, for example, medicinal aggravation, disease aggravation, and patients taking a wrong direction. The symptoms are taking wrong direction. Next. Okay, this is the definition of second prescription. Now, what is the first prescription? When medicine is selected on the basis of symptom similarity and produces some perceptible changes in the patient, it deserves the term first prescription. Next, during the second prescription, we must inquire about, means here, if the patient has come to us for the follow-up, then what is happening to patient and what has happened to the patient should be inquired. Okay, means how does the patient feel in general, means physical general as well as the mental general, what is happening at emotional plane. Next, what about the physical characteristic symptoms, peculiar symptom, is there any appearance of a new symptom or a old symptoms. Next, in the introduction of this chapter, Dr. Kent comes out the original problems such as, okay, first problem, how long shall I wait and watch? Okay, this question is a frequently asked but seldomly answered. Next, is there remedy? Is this remedy still acting? Okay, is the vital reaction still affected by the impulse of the remedy? Next question, if the symptoms are recurring, how long shall maybe watch before it is necessary to act or give medicine? Is this disease acute or chronic, or an acute exacerbation of a chronic disease? Next, why the second prescription is more difficult to prescribe? Next question, why is it that so many patients are benefited when first going to patient and thereafter derive no benefit? Okay, so let's answer this question by this chapter. Okay, first, what are the milestones of prescribing? Okay, first, every homeopath should have the qualification or a knowledge of a disease, knowledge of potency, knowledge of medicine, clarity of every homeopathic concept, each homeopathic concept. Second, sound knowledge of materia medica, sound knowledge of organon, sound clinical based knowledge of medicine and a knowledge of pathology. Next milestone is detailed case history. Okay, a case well taken is a half cure. Next, repertorization, case processing, case synthesis and analysis of a case, programming of a treatment, then posology, selection of a proper potency and proper dose and repetition of it should be regulated. Next, general management, diet and regimen, and the last part, that is the most difficult part, is a follow-up. What is happening to patient and what has happened to the patient. Okay, we studied this follow-up by the symptomatology, by studying the symptoms of the patient while assessing him. Next are the types of second prescription. Okay, what are the types of second prescription? First is repetition of the first prescription. Uh, Next type of second prescription is an antidote. Okay. Next is change of a remedy. Change of a remedy with no relation to the first prescription. Now next is also change of remedy, but here is the relation with the first prescription, that is complementary, and next is a cognate. And last type is change of a plan of treatment. These are the types of second prescription. To remember this, remember this RAC4, okay? This mnemonics RAC4: repetition, antidote, change of remedy, complementary, cognate, and change of plan of treatment. Okay. It is very necessary that giving a second prescription means what? The first one has been acted. Okay. If the for example, if patient has come to us on the fourth visit, but this fourth visit during this fourth visit we have given him a second prescription of his third visit. Okay, understand? Means every previous prescription, if it has been acted and we are giving the subsequent prescription, that subsequent prescription is called as a second prescription. Okay, so let's study the first type of second prescription, that is repetition of the first prescription. Okay, indication for this, the repetition of the same remedy are: first, when the original symptoms are returns back. Okay, when the original symptoms returns having same generals as well as same characteristic particular as in a first case taking. Second indication, when the case becomes a standstill. Okay, when the case becomes standstill means the patient comes in a status quo position. Okay, first, when original symptoms return means where from the case began it ends there, means the patient's recovery graph is like this. Okay, patient is recovering, and what happens again, there is return back of all the original general symptoms as well as characteristic particular symptom with the same intensity. Okay, say a patient was taking medicine for rheumatic pain and come at the same point of intensity of pain. Okay, when he had started to take the medicine, he has that same intensity. Okay, and now also during follow-up he has the same intensity. Okay, the patient may say, the time I take medicine I feel better, doctor, but there was amelioration in initial few days, but all the complaints are returned back again. Okay, aggravated again at us with the same intensity. The first or the patient will say, doctor, the first drug acted very nicely, but the second was, that means a placebo, was not acting properly. Next, the case assumes a standstill position. Okay, this is next indication for the repetition of the same remedy. The case assumes a standstill position. Okay, here this is the state when after maximum wait and watch and repeated trial, the amelioration is not progressed after a certain level. Here the patient is recovering. His graph of recovery is at the peak, but at some point it gets flattened. Okay, patient comes in a standstill position, means case is not again recovering. Okay, here we have to repeat the remedy when the patient comes in a standstill position or in a status quo position. Now for the both occasion the same remedy is to be repeated, but what is the potency? Okay, according to Dr. Kane, Kent says never repeat the same potency, always increase the potency because the previous potency exhausts its action. And what is Hahnemannian view? Hahnemann in early days he said to use the same potency once more, but in the latter years of Hahnemann's practice, he experimenting about the changing of potency. Okay. Next type of second prescription is an antidote. Okay, antidote means which nullify the action of a drug is called as an antidote. Okay, antidote means substance that counteracts the effect of poison. Okay, in toxicology, every poison has its antidote. Okay, same in a homeopathy, every homeopathic medicine has its antidote. Okay. Indication, appearance of new symptoms that belongs to the medicine given. The appearance of new symptom after administration of remedy shows it is wrong. Okay. For example, if we have given a homeopathic medicine to a patient and in a follow-up what happened? The patient come with a medicinal aggravation. Okay. He is showing the symptoms which are not a old symptom as well as not a symptoms of disease pathology but belonging to the medicine itself. So this is called as a medicinal aggravation. If this medicinal aggravation is grievous, then please prescribe antidote. Okay. Even Dr. Kent in his Kentsville observation described about the when to antidote. Okay, for example in a first observation, okay, killer's aggravation, prolonged aggravation and a final decline of patient, you have to antidote the medicine. Then when a new symptoms appeared, okay, this is what 10th observation, new symptoms appear after the administration of remedy, antidote this new symptoms of medicine. Last observation, that is a 12th observation, that symptoms take wrong direction. Here also we have to antidote the medicine. Okay. Next, third, change of a remedy. Okay, change of remedy, but there is no relation of this new remedy with the first prescription. Okay. First, indication for the change of remedy, the prescription of medicine which do not have any relation with the previous medicine indications when a striking new group of symptoms appears leading to an entire change in a base of symptoms. Means after prescribing the medicine, the patient is showing improvement, but at some point there is a change of symptom, means new symptoms appear, and here the new symptoms these new symptoms is different from the remedy, different from the disease, means this is not a medicinal aggravation as well as not a disease aggravation. Okay, here is a change of base of symptoms. Okay, next indication, symptoms have changed but the patient has improved. Okay, here are two possibilities, symptoms had changed but the patient is improving, then don't change the remedy. If the patient is improving, then don't change the remedy. If the symptoms are changed and patient has not improved, then please change the remedy. Okay. Next, fourth type. Okay, there is complementary to the first prescription. What is complementary remedy? Complementary remedy means the remedy which complete the action of previous drug. Okay. Second prescription, that is made to complement the action of the former. Indication, usually done when the first remedy is the acute one and it is complemented with the constitutional remedy. Okay, for completion of cure. Take an example of a belladonna and calcarea carb. Okay, a 6-year-old boy, he is catching the cold and which settles in a head. Okay, and there are throbbing carotids. Then belladonna was prescribed. But this belladonna was not a constitutional remedy. Belladonna acted as an acute remedy here, and cure the patient. But after recurrence of this headache, the patient is not curing, is not responding to the belladonna here. But when the patient is healthy, he is not having headache or a cold coryza, then uh, then his constitution is like a calcarea carb, means craving for eggs, glandular enlargement, always catches the cold after a change of weather. Okay, these are his constitutional symptoms. Here the calcarea carb is his constitutional remedy. So after acute exacerbation, we have prescribed the calcarea carb to complete the action of that belladonna, so that the recurrence of headache never comes. Okay, here belladonna and calcarea carb acts as a complementary. Here calcarea carb acts as a complementary for the belladonna. Okay, next example. Okay, while studying the chelidonium from the Hering's guiding symptom, under the heading of relationship, you have seen that the chelidonium is complementary to the lycopodium. Means what? When the lycopodium is apparently accurately chosen, but fails to act in spite of repetition and a change of potency, chelidonium will often start the curative process. Okay, means here lycopodium is a complementary. Sorry, here chelidonium is a complementary remedy to lycopodium. Okay, next, in a Kent philosophy, Dr. J.T. Kent has given example of pulsatilla and cilicia. When pulsatilla has been in a great service in a given case and finally cures no more, while the symptoms now point to the cilicia. The latter will be given with confidence as its complementary relation has long been established. And never forget the concordances of Bonning-Hussens. Okay. Next, what is difference in complementary and cognate? Okay, if this is the action of previous drug and this is the action of complementary remedy, the complementary remedy is that remedy which completes the action of previous drug. Okay, and next is what is cognate? Okay, cognate means what? This is the action of two remedies. Okay, and here cognate means they are having some similar relationship with each other. Okay, means some symptoms of a cognate are similar. Okay, these symptoms are what? Similar. Okay, next, cognate to the first prescription. The cognate means the medicine which are closely related to each other are called as a cognates. Okay, means there is some symptoms of both the remedies are what? Coincides. Next, if for example sulfur is our first prescription, okay, and its cognate may be a calcarea carb, and next it may be followed by lycopodium. Okay, calcarea carb may be followed by lycopodium as a cognate. So sulfur, calcarea carb and lycopodium are the cognate to each other. Means all three remedies are closely related to each other. Means some symptoms are very similar to each other. Okay. Here we should not forget our basic principle of homeopathic simillimum while selecting the cognate. We should give more importance to symptomatology at that point. Okay. Next, 6 is a change of a plan of a treatment. Okay, this is the last type of second prescription, change of a plan of treatment. For example, when the symptoms of another miasm has come after treating the one miasm, okay, the previous miasm symptoms has gone and the next prominent miasm has come after giving the anti-miasmatic treatment. Then Please prescribe the next prominent miasms antimiasmatic remedy. For example, when the symptoms of another miasm has come up in a prominence with disappearance of symptom of a previous miasm treated. For example, a psoric case after a treatment with a proper anti-psoric medicine, okay, may come out with another miasm in a prominence, maybe syphilis or a psychosis. On analysis of group of symptoms will show that it belongs to a syphilitic or psychotic miasm. Then a plan of treatment should be changed according to the prominent symptoms. Okay, if the syphilitic miasm is prominent, then give antisyphilitic remedy. If the psychotic miasm is prominent, then give a antipsychotic remedy. Okay. So after finishing the types of prescription, what is necessary for the second prescription? Okay, knowledge of Kent's-Well observation, knowledge of prognosis, knowledge of remedy reaction, knowledge of Hering's law of cure, and knowledge of symptomatology. These are the most important. These are the most important knowledges we have to acquire so that we become well oriented with a second prescription. Okay. Next, what are the view of a Luke de Shepherd? Okay, for second prescription. Okay. According to Luke de Shepherd, things to be answered before giving a second prescription. Okay. Is there any obstruction to medicine, means dietary obstruction, any habits or any new events occurring in a patient's life, means a death of a relative or any stress. Next is find out if the potency given is appropriate. Okay, before giving the second prescription, these 3 points should be remembered. Next, according to George Vitholkas, the first prescription is the most important decision made in homeopathy, and the follow-up prescription is very likely the most difficult prescription. The second prescription demands more knowledge, more sensitivity, and more judgment. This is Vitholkas' view. To end up this topic, Dr. Margaret Tyler, okay, cautions hasty prescription, and she says, you have fouled the clear water with a wrong and a hasty prescriptions. Okay. So lastly, summarize the types of second prescription. Second prescription means the prescription after the first prescription has been acted. Okay. The types of second prescription: repetition of the same remedy, antidote, change of remedy, complementary remedy, change of plan of treatment, and cognate. Okay. These are the types of second prescription. Next, the questions which are frequently asked in MUHS exam: define and describe types of second prescription in detail, relate the second prescription with a Kent's-Well observation, antidote as a SEQ, complementary and cognate as a SEQ, as well as difference between complementary and cognate remedy as a SEQ. Okay, thank you.